Well, our president says that al-Qaeda is just a shell of what it once was, and there's no need for Gitmo anymore. And now that 5 more detainees have been released, it looks like he is closer to fulfilling that campaign promise. In fact, but what happens when these terrorists are back, released into the world? Peter Johnson Jr. has found out, and it's not pretty.
It's pretty disgusting. It's the so-called recidivism rate, meaning once they're let out, will they go back and do the same thing again, Elizabeth? And out of 614 transferred detainees, 104 have re-engaged in terrorism. Another 74 are suspected of doing so. And so that's almost 30%. That's a 29% rate of confirmed or suspected re-engagement in terrorist activities based on the federal reports. And that's staggering. So a third of those people, possibly suicide bombers.
Yeah, a third too many is what many would say.
Machine gunners, bombing, Jewish grocery stores, doing mayhem across the world and in the United States.
So these are well-trained individuals. Can you cite certain examples that we can share with everyone who's watching right now?
The worst of the worst. We said, let's look at some of the specifics. The numbers don't really tell the story. Abu Sufyan bin Kumu, prior to capture, he was a leader of the Ansar al-Sharia in Libya. In 2007, released to Libya. In 2012, militia under his command participated, in the Benghazi attacks.
Awful.
Then Ibrahim Shafir Sen, prior to capture, he was believed to be a terror recruit. 2003, released to Turkey. 2008, arrested and charged as leader of the al-Qaeda cell, Syed al-Shariri. Prior to capture, he served as an al-Qaeda travel facilitator. Doesn't that sound charming? 2007, released from Gitmo. And then 2009, again worked as an al-Qaeda travel facility, becoming deputy leader of AQAP. Died in a 2013 U.S. drone strike.
You know, I'm looking at those details there. If history ever were to repeat itself right now, we just had 5 more released, 4 going to Oman. We're in big
History
trouble,
does
Peter.
repeat itself. The president is hell-bent on closing Guantanamo Bay. He has been since 2008. He basically said the war on terror is over. It's just ramping up. Are these the folks that we want walking the streets of the world? Or should they be tried? Or should they be held indefinitely, as we said that we would do with the worst of the worst? Bad mistakes we're making.
But just letting them go just seems disgusting, as you started with. Thank you, Peter. Wow.
Good to see you.
We'll pray that history doesn't repeat itself.
And we'll pray together.